Greetings, everyone, and welcome to my playthrough of Sonic Adventure 2 for the PC version, meaning this is the glitchiest version, but I chose this version because it is the sexiest version because it has HD. If I was to play this on the Dreamcast version, the most polished version, the Dreamcast version runs at a measly 480p, and I'm not doing that. And this time around, I am joined by my guest friend, David. Say hi to the people.
You do it in Japanese?
Yeah?
Why?
Because I like the Japanese voice cast.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty all I got to just that. Okay.
Say hi to the people!
Mom, there's no way of saying hi. Hello everyone, Makira4 here. I'm joining this because it's Sonic, so what the heck.
And David is very, very happy because he beat me in a card game for children.
Not just, I didn't just beat him. I beat him twice. I won 2 matches in a row. For those of you who want the Progression Series, that is incredibly rare for me.
Yeah.
It's rare for me to do good at all in anything.
Damn. That's a pessimistic view, but I guess it's true. Now, I should note that I'm not using a 100% file, so expecting me to get A ranks consistently is not going to happen because you need power-ups to do a lot of the A ranks, and in a new file, you don't have them. Sonic Adventure 2 has the really bad issue.
Are you saying the only way to get S rank is with New Game Plus?
Pretty much, because this game is really hard to beat. I should note I beat this game in under 4 hours because I've played this game for many, many years. But I do not play this game nearly as much as I play Adventure 1, Shadow, or 06. So my ability to A rank this game is not that good. I can definitely beat this game without dying, mind you. You'll see in this playthrough I don't die a single time. Whereas in Forces...
Can we talk about how much Sonic can just easily run into a freaking tram and just knock it out with these without any injury to himself?
Well, he is the pure body. And Shadow would be classified as the perfect existence, so they're pretty broken. What? What'd you say?
Nothing. You were thinking a long time to respond. I was wondering you even heard me.
No, I heard you. I was responding to you. Okay, I was getting to that. Okay, but the point is that Sonic is a very durable individual. Okay, considering Sonic the Hedgehog survives getting shot multiple times in the context of the story, I say
because
that's
he has
fair.
rings.
Yeah, but he still survives getting shot, mind you. So I think
running. He has rings.
Yeah, and he didn't lose rings when he crashes into a wall, so it probably doesn't hurt them as much. Anyways, to explain this, I am mostly going to commentate on the gameplay itself because, David, have you seen the story of Adventure 2?
Yes, I have.
Okay, what are your thoughts on the story of Sonic Adventure 2?
Oh, that is hands that probably one of the best ever done stories in existence in Sonic.
You said in existence. Wow, would you like to back that up?
Yeah. When I meant to say in Sonic, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Sorry, what you do. You do not stand a chance. You do not hold a candle to the story of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I don't think that a 3-hour video game, 4 hours of your
explain where the truck came from?
What?
Where did the truck come from, and why exactly is DON trying to capture Sonic?
Because from their perspective, Shadow just robbed a bank, but the media thought it was Sonic the Hedgehog. So the gun sent them after...
I guess because only one Afro-Prosthetic Hedgehog in existence.
Well, let me ask you this question, David. Up to this point in the story, and let's even use retconned actions, what's a male hedgehog that is known in the context of the story at this point in time that can change colors, that is super fast, that can use the Chaos Emeralds? And to let you know which games are canon at this point in time, according to Izuka-san, we have Sonic 1, followed by CD, 2, 3, and Knuckles. Then we have Mania, which is now canon to this timeline because they retcon that shit. And then afterwards we have Superstars, and then Sonic Adventure 1. So tell me, who?
Maybe some Flickies?
I said male hedgehog.
Well, I don't know that some of the Flickies aren't hedgehogs. Flickies are a lot of animals.
Well, no, there's only one Flick. You realize Flickies are from an older game than Sonic, right? There's a Flicky. All the animals aren't all called Flickies. They all have different names.
Yeah.
Only the bird, I believe, is called a flicky.
Admittedly, I did not know that.
Yeah. So the media thinking that it's Sonic the Hedgehog makes sense. Also, you have to remember that Shadow, Project Shadow, is only known by the top brass of the military and
Okay,
the president.
can we look at the Billboard Planet of Chaos? Someone made a movie out of that.
Well, admittedly, after 9/11, they did make movies about 9/11, so it makes
Okay,
sense.
well, I guess so, yeah.
Because the reason Gun is so gung ho in this game, the reason they have so much power, and why the people are okay with the government pretty much running all the shots in this game, is because they never want a situation like Chaos to happen ever again. In other words, you can see Gun as a reflection to the Real World Patriot Act, if you know about that.
Yeah, I do.
Although, surprisingly, this game does not actually reference that completely intentionally, because 9/11 happened after this game came out. But a lot of
Chaos
parallels,
Control!
yeah, but a lot of parallels to real life actually happen within this game. I'm not saying this game is high fiction, because it's not, but it is something to think about. It's not a brainless story like the Pontaff crew. I'm looking at you, Sonic Colors.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Am I wrong?
No.
No, I'm not. So, let's get your take on it, David. What do you think about this game?
Well, I once again, in another Sonic game I have never played at all, so this would be the first thing the gameplay actually. But I know about I know about the story. I know about it. I can say that it has some of the greatest character moments, some of the greatest character moments in Sonic that I can say.
It also has some of the worst mistranslations of all time.
That's true, but I don't know about those.
I also want to point out that the lip syncing, because the way the game was made, okay, here's the funniest thing. They wrote an English script.
Okay, how did you let that happen when it was right in front of you?
I messed up. I'm sorry.
What?
Never mind. What I was trying to say, before you interrupted me rudely, was
Alright.
that while playing this game, I found myself enjoying a lot of the aspects of this game, but what I was trying to say mostly was about how the reason I'm putting this in Japanese, David, is so you can hear the voices. I know that sounds crazy, but if you listen to the sound mixing of the PC version on with English text, with English voices, you can't hear them. You can't.
Huh.
It is too quiet. Or more accurately, the music is too loud. And for people wondering why that's not a problem on the Dreamcast version, because I'll play the English cast in Dreamcast, the reason for that is because the Dreamcast had special compression hardware that modern technology does not. So what they used to do on Dreamcast was blow all the sounds out of proportion because the Dreamcast's compression hardware would mix everything without question. Modern PCs, unless you implement a Dreamcast speaker, which you won't do because while the sound mixing is incredible, the sound quality isn't, you're gonna have sound mixing issues with old Dreamcast games. Sonic, because it's very well known for its soundtrack, is one of the worst defenders of this.
Huh.
Absolutely. Anyways, David, what are your thoughts on the treasure hunting section?
I mean, they're again. I never played it, so I don't know, but I guess they're okay. It's an interesting insight about Knuckles that he can just detect pieces of the Master Emerald.
But why did they nerf him is my question. In Sonic Adventure 1, he could detect all 3 Emerald Shards, but in this game, he can only detect them one at a time.
Maybe because the first one was easier.
Don't get me
It was
wrong,
too easy.
Sonic Adventure 1 is a really easy game, but to get the A ranks with Knuckles, you had to beat a lot of those missions in under a minute. So, you had to go really, really fast. And an issue that I have with the nerfed radar in this game is that some of the levels in this game are huge. And combined with only being able to detect 1 emerald at a time, because this isn't my first playthrough, I can do it rather quickly. I once, during my second playthrough of this game, spent 32 minutes on Mad Space. That is longer than any Werehog level other than Eggman Land. And I think that's an issue. I understand that when you get good at this game, it's actually really easy to do those treasure hunting missions. But even though I can get good at it, I don't really enjoy them. I think that they're fun, and I like the music, but if you were to ask me, it's like, hey Miguel, play Sonic Adventure 2, what level are you gonna play? I'm not picking a single treasure hunting level. Although, a bit of a
Okay.
hot take, I think that Eggman is the character with the best levels in the game, not Sonic and not Shadow.
The one with the giant mech that the clunky people complain about.
It's clunky as hell, but the level design, David. Eggman has the best level design. At least that's how I see it. So, you're pretty much more or less seeing 2 levels now and a bit of the story. What can you infer from the soundtrack?
That once again, Sonic proved it has made the music taste.
Absolutely. Well, the next thing we're going to do is play as Tails. So, while we have that in the background, is there anything you want to talk about today?
Yeah, something that I talked about up in the during the draft, but I didn't finish. What are your thoughts on the newly announced Pokemon Legends ZA?
Well, truthfully, my issue with answering that question, because I actually was starting to answer that, but I cut myself off, is that we have not seen any gameplay. Just because you say Legends doesn't mean it's going to play like Legends Arceus, which would reinvigorate my enjoyment of the series. So, it really just comes down to like the first gameplay trailer. The trailer itself that they showed wasn't really that eye-catching. Don't get me wrong, it's a cool idea to go back to Kalos, but that's about it. Does that make
I
sense?
guess.
Yeah.
If you ask me, the lack of gameplay means that they're taking their time and actually getting the game ready. Since it says that we're not getting it 2024, coming next year.
You mean 2025?
Yeah, that's what I said, next year.
Yeah, you said 2024.
It said not coming 2024.
Oh, I misheard you then. Okay. Also, I spared you from English Tails' voice actor in this game. I'm not gonna lie. No offense to the Tails' actor in this game, but hiring a literal child to play a character does not a good actor in a voice casted animated production make. Okay? Don't get me wrong, there are exceptions. For example, Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens has child actors, but the difference is they're all teenagers. Here, they literally hired someone in grade school.
Well, isn't Tails meant to be like 10?
8.
Okay.
But the thing is, they give Tails some of the most complicated words to say. The first Bernoulli fully automated space colony arc. Name me a child that knows the definition of the word Bernoulli. You can't. You can't.
I guess.
But besides that, I will say that I think, despite the fact that I think Eggman has the best levels in the game, I genuinely think that Tails has the worst levels in the game.
Aren't they the same?
No, because control is one thing. Tails and Eggman control terribly, but level design, the way they make the levels, is what I mean. Eggman has better level design. It fits better with his player character's control, whereas Tails has the issue of being stuck in corners and having a hard time turning. You'll see this multiple times during this level. Because the mechs were not meant to take sharp turns at all. Eggman will have that on occasion, but nowhere near as much as Tails. Does that make sense?
If you say so.
If I say so. Okay, well, given you've
Oh,
played...
again, I never play a game, so I can't really
True.
speak for it.
But you did play Sonic games in the past, and there's a certain thing about Sonic games that, yeah, the joke is they're all different, but the tenets of Sonic are still the same.
I have only played Heroes, Advance 3, Black Knight, Unleashed.
And Frontiers. You better say Frontiers, because you beat that shit.
Frontiers, yeah. But we said past games, so one thing about modern one.
Frontiers is not actually the current game anymore. Right now, it's Dream Team.
What? Dream Team?
It's the one that's exclusive to Apple, for some reason.
And I get also Forces too, but
Oh yeah, Forces also. You played Forces, right? You did. Okay. Well, that's
yeah, I
besides the
said I
point.
have.
Well, I think the closest one to an adventure style game would be Frontiers. So just looking at Frontiers from your experience, and looking at the footage you see here, is there any comparisons you think you could make?
Just one, this is an open world, open zone like Frontiers, so
That's true.
and
Adventure
I,
One was open zone technically.
and I'm more used to the Sonic style levels, which isn't like this. But those ones you're just always moving, no taking time and such like this.
I mean, that's
And also,
true.
also, also in those in the levels, you don't shoot enemies. That's the zone stuff.
What do you mean by shoot enemies? We definitely shoot enemies in this game.
That's the thing. You do here, but not Frontiers.
Okay, that is true. Albeit the combat system of Frontiers is something I really enjoy.
Oh, definitely.
Like they started the combat systems in Sonic Battle, and then they moved it on to Unleashed, and now we have it in Frontiers. And honestly, even though I think Unleashed has better combos, Frontiers mechanically is just more fun because it's faster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then, what else was I gonna say? Actually, you've seen the three playable characters now, and let's just say Team Dark uses the same style of gameplay.
Yeah, I know. Shadow, Rogue, and Eggman.
Yep. So just looking at the first three levels of this game, what did you think?
They were well done. I think the Sonic level they were an iconic one.
Yeah, it's a very iconic level with a very iconic track. I love the level design. I cannot say the same thing about the song.
So you have problem with City?
No, I don't have a problem with the song. I don't think the song is terrible. It's I don't get the enjoy like the absolute joy that people have listening to it. I think the song is nice to listen to, but you're not going to hear me playing that at all on my own time.
Hmm.
For example, the Callan Quinn tracks of Frontiers, you're going to catch me playing that a lot.
Okay. Yeah. With the banger as hell.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I actually finished ahead of you.
I mean, I'm already done. So.
Oh, okay. Well then,
We were just talking.
yeah, that'll be it for episode 1, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you soon. Have a nice day.
Fair enough.